8 o'clock on Wednesday, and we were on the phone, with Comcast customer service for like 2 hours.
Yep.
And it was ridiculous. We were trying to get, asking about our gift card that we were supposed to get when we initiated service with them. And we're told it was going to be here like months ago. And they were just saying that we weren't eligible for it, and we signed signed some terms of agreement that said something about 6 months or whatever you had to be current on your bill, which we were. We had proof that we had gone like 1 day, 5 days past the due date before we paid it, and they were trying to tell us that we went 30 days like 9 months in a row, which we
Never
didn't.
happened.
And the guy we were talking to originally was like arguing with you, and was arguing for an hour, had a really bad attitude, was just being like really condescending, like, oh, okay, well, I hope you can get your gift card, I hope you have proof, like, just super rude.
When we definitely had proof.
Yeah, and we were looking at the statement in the Comcast website where it was proof that we had not gone 30 days ever. And when we asked to talk to a supervisor, he proceeded to argue with us and ask us why we needed to talk to a supervisor, why couldn't he just help us? Mm-hmm. And then tell us that there was no supervisors working. They were all gone, which is not true. There's always someone above you.
Yeah.
And it took him a good, 20 minutes to let us talk to someone else. Mm-hmm. Like, he was just, saying the exact same things over and over again. We were like, we just want to talk to someone else. We just want to talk to your supervisor, and he would not let us talk to them. He was saying that we had to wait for them to call us back, which is whatever. But there's still someone there that's higher than him that he should have let us talk to and not just asked us why we wanted to talk to them, because it's really none of his business. But he finally put us through to some other supervisor who said she'd only been there for 3 weeks, and she really had no idea what was going on. She didn't know any of the policies or anything. And she ended up trying to tell us the same thing, that we were 30 days late within the 6 months, and that's what the fine print said. But then she read the fine print, and it didn't say that in it at all. It said nothing about 6 months.
Yeah, she was, reading aloud, and it sounded like she was reading the fine print, and she was like, oh, in 16 to 18 months, you'll get your card.
It was weeks.
Oh, yeah, 16 to 18 weeks, you'll get your card, and da-da-da-da-da-da.
And that was all.
And that's all she said, and we're like, okay, well, you're reading the terms and conditions. Why don't you just read that to us? She's like, oh, no, these aren't the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they are, because that's what we thought. That's what I thought the terms and conditions were, that the card was going to come within 16 to 18 weeks.
From initiation of
service. And we called them 10 weeks in, and the woman we spoke to then said that our card was on its way. That should be there in a few weeks.
And she said 12 to 16 weeks.
Yeah, and then it never came. Now they're telling us that they don't think we're eligible and all this ridiculous crap. And she tried to call the gift card place, and they were closed. And then...
So they issue it through a third party.
Yeah, and then her manager or whatever is not in the office right now. So they're calling us back tomorrow. But it's ridiculous. I like Comcast service, but their customer service is, because this is not the first time. When we were trying to initiate service, do you remember what a hard time we had? Yeah. Because their website wasn't working, and then they were saying that they just gave us a really hard time then too. We should have just not signed up with Comcast then, because we had a hard time even initiating it, and it's just ridiculous. And I don't even care about the $100 gift card. I mean, I totally forgot about it. But it was just the fact that the guy was really rude and not. I mean, they just don't have good customer service at all.
And this is bringing up concerns for me, because I think that, because the guy was saying on his system it was showing 30 plus days past due. And I think, based on my experience with loans and stuff, Comcast actually reports to credit reporting agencies. So, TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, they all get Comcast as... only if you go 30 plus days past due. It doesn't show an account unless it is 30 plus days past due on there. Otherwise, it won't even show up, even if you're current or anything. Yeah. But if you're 30 plus days, they will report it. And if they're showing me 30 plus days when I'm not, I will sue them. Yeah. Because that is BS.
Because the first guy said that it was showing that we were 30 plus days 9 times. Then she said that that's not true and that we've never been 30 days.
Yeah.
Which makes no freaking sense at all. Because he was saying that he was looking at a computer screen, and it was telling him that we've gone 30 days 9 times. And she was like, that's not how it works. It doesn't show that. She's like, and you guys have not been 30 days ever. And we were like, exactly. Like, that's
Yeah.
what we were trying to say. What is A&E? My screen says AE lock.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
It's been
we
up for
just
a while.
well, I just noticed it.
Hmm.
It was just not fun. Comcast customer service sucks. It's funny because this morning I was on Facebook and someone had posted, if you go on e-news, there's a recording that someone did of their conversation with the Comcast representative, and the guy was ridiculous. And Comcast reached out to him and said that's not how they train their employees. Our guy pretty much acted the same way that the person in the phone called it. So
It's kind of how they train their employees.
They need to retrain their employees and teach them that you don't sit there and argue with someone when they want to talk to your supervisor.
Yeah.
And ask them why, because it's none of your freaking business.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I think we're just going to watch a show. You're hurting my shoulder, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our lovely Comcast experience for 2 freaking hours.
And they're calling us back.
And they're calling us back tomorrow. They better call us back tomorrow.
Yeah. I thought she wasn't going to call me back tonight.
Oh, yeah. At least she called back, because we did have to hang up with her so she could call her boss and the gift card place. But she was also saying, because we asked how to file a formal complaint against the representative that we talked to, and she said that she doesn't think there's a way to do that. Which then I Googled it, and it took me directly to the Comcast website where you can file a complaint. So I get that she's only been there for 3 weeks, but those are things that she should know. And she was basically saying there's nothing that we could say to anyone, and that they were just going to handle it. She was going to tell his boss in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, and the guy gave us his kind of like his ID number.
Yeah.
Which was only 3 digits.
Which makes no sense.
Makes no sense. And it's a special character as well in the middle of it. And it's like, what?
Yeah, he said he's not allowed to get his last name, which, whatever.
Which I understand. That's why I asked for his ID number.
But there should be, like, a team member number. And he was like, why to squiggly S? Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right. I think he lied.
I think he lied.
Which we should ask her tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to go now.
Yeah.
That was
enough of Comcast.
Comcast service is good. Like, I enjoy the on-demand. The internet is fast. Mm-hmm. But don't ever have any problems where you need to actually talk to someone because they suck really badly.
Yeah.
And yeah, go look up on e-news. There's the phone call that someone else recorded. It's actually really funny. The guy was much more composed than I was. I was getting really, really mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in the future, we are recording all of our phone conversations with
because you don't have
customer service
any rights to, because they record your phone call for their purposes, but you're not allowed to, they don't have to give it to you. So,
which I think is BS. Yeah,
there's no way we can get a copy of it. So from now on, we're recording them because he is just going to say that we were rude to him, and that he was just doing his job, but he was really, really rude and argumentative. But yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, so we're going to bed. Subscribe if you haven't, and thumbs up if you like the video. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye.